As we hit the home stretch of the regular season, Grant, what's the focus for teams outside of the playoff picture?
You know, B.A., I think it's about staying competitive and building a foundation for next season. As a team, you need to use the time you have to consistently improve.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. C.J. McCollum is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Daniels in at the 3. Clock is at 3. Eason finds Durant. Fires away from way outside. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Outside Johnson. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Outside Durant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Dyson Daniels. Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
He misses the free throw.
I don't think you could design a better scorer than Durant. I mean, range from deep, the touch at the rim, excellent handles, 7 feet tall. He does everything you want from your first option.
Good on the second one. McCollum with it. Turned in an outstanding game against Dallas. Daniels outside. Outside Johnson. Pass to Alexander-Walker. McCollum outside. Launches it. Nails it from beyond the arc.
There's no doubt about McCollum's touch from long range. He is a sharpshooter.
Thompson passes to Şengün. Back to Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Daniels outside. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. McCollum outside. Shoots over Thompson. Thompson with some nice D.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
And the Hawks with possession here. After the basket by Houston. McCollum's shot is off.
Excellent job to impact that attempt and prevent the easy deuce.
Smith no good.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Alexander-Walker.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Daniels against Durant. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
How do you defend him any better than this? I mean, Durant, just an incredible scorer.
Pass to Johnson. McCollum against Thompson. Pulls up, high post. Shot's good by McCollum. McCollum's got 5 now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And just good hustle. Always nice to get an easy bucket on the break.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
Durant, the pass to Eason. Back to Durant. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
KD's aggressive streak coming out on that play. He can mix it up with the big guys when he needs to.
McCollum outside. Outside, Alexander-Walker. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And now a look at the leaderboard to see who has been racking up the most steals in the second half of the season. Second is Dyson Daniels.
You try to avoid a defender like him. Since the break, he's been picking everyone's pockets.
The Rockets have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Outside Eason. Pass to Thompson. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Outside Johnson. To the paint. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
And the foul called on Dyson Daniels. That's foul number 2 for him. And Atlanta making a change here. Kuminga's checked in.
Number 0, Jonathan Kuminga.
Here's Durant. 5 points in the game. And there's the lob. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Right side Easton. Pass to Şengün. On the wing, Durant. The 3, and it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4 and has hit the ground at high speed.
And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
5 on the clock. Here's Alexander Walker. That shot is off. Eason with some nice D. The Rockets lead by 3. Durant, pass to Smith. And yep, it's good. Smith's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Outside Kuminga. Back to McCollum. It's hauled in by Houston. They beat the Hawks during their last encounter in Atlanta.
They came away with an easy win last time, due in large part to their work on the glass.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meet. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
Durant inside. He's watched by Kuminga. And Durant gets it to go. Durant's got 10.
This is where KD dips into his bag and comes out smelling good.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And a look at the stats for Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
Now Okongwu. Yet to see a basket. Johnson a screen on Easton. Alexander Walker, the pass to Kuminga. 4 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot. Releases. Smith with the rebound. Houston leading by 5. Outside Durant. From outside the arc. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
And here's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
Now here's Alexander Walker. He also had a big impact in that win against the Mavericks. Smith passes to Durant. Houston working the ball around. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Atlanta.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
And out of bounds, Houston will have it. Now that we're late into the season, here's how the East stacks up. You look at Atlanta, 6th best record in their respective conference right now, hoping to end the season on a high note.
Checking out Atlanta, their focus is shifting now to the playoffs. Now, they could wrap up a good seed, and of course, it's a matter of playing their best basketball to close out this regular season.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün, and Finney Smith subbed in for Eason. Pass to Thompson. And here's Durant. Takes a three. Kispert with some nice D. Now here's Alexander Walker. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game. Kispert outside. Back to Alexander Walker. They still need this. Pure from three-point range. Alexander Walker's got 5 points.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Smith outside. Thompson outside. Durant for three. Oh, he drains it. His 6th making 9 tries so far.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
At some point, you have to try and force the ball out of his hands. But that's easier said than done.
Houston making some changes. Green's checked in for Smith. Okogie comes in for Durant, and it's Shepard in for Amen Thompson. Atlanta also making some changes. Landale's checked in for Okongwu. Risache comes in for Johnson, and Vincent is subbed in for Alexander Walker. Outside Kuminga. Pass to Kispert. Vincent outside. Just 5 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Landale. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Houston.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
The Rockets lead by 5. Pass to Capella. Here's Shepard. He's covered by Vincent. Here's Okogie. Shot clock at 3. And here's Shepard for 3. The shot off that time. Hawks trail by 5. And here's Vincent. Pass to Risache. Down low. Stolen by Capella. Back comes Houston in transition. Here's Finney Smith. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Hey, now, don't let Capella's size fool you. This guy is cat quick.
Outside Risache.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
There's 1:59 left in the first quarter here. Inside. Stolen by Capella. Pass to Okogie. To the inside. Here's Green. And the layup falls. And it's a 9-point Rocket lead.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Vincent. No made baskets yet. outside Rizichet. 6 to shoot. It's rebounded by Houston.
As he often does, he gets to the rim, but that's just stellar defense.
Well, we know what Dorian Finney-Smith can do on the court, but he's also doing great things off the court, Clark.
Yeah, so many players across the league do a ton of work in their communities and for the betterment of humanity. And the Finney Family First Foundation focuses on the youth and low-income communities. And Dorian Finney-Smith, he helps kids by providing basketball training for at-risk youth and uses the game of basketball to also impart lifelong lessons.
And Houston making a change here. Şengün's checked in. And the change for the Hawks.
One shot.
McCollum's checked in. .58 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And over the last month, these are the teams that have been getting it done on offense. In the third spot, the Hawks.
This team has really found a great offensive rhythm lately. Running smart plays, sharing the ball, and racking up points.
Here's Shepard, still without a bucket. Pass to Şengün. Nails the baby hook. And the Rockets lead by 14.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Rizichet, no good. Houston has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Here's Shepard. 11 points for him last game against the Lakers. Clock at 6. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Houston. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Rockets here, they've really been putting on a show.
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
Shepard is out there with Josh Okogie. Then there's Alperen Şengün. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Now here's Capella. Pass to Okogie. And here's Şengün. Landale defending. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., he throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
One shot.
Şengün, no good on the free throw. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers. But some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help.
Hawks trail by 18. Outside Rizachet. Pass to Kispert. Now here's Landale. Guarded by Capella. Landale. The pass to McCollum. Now Rizachet. Shoots over Shepard. Rizachet, no good. The Rockets lead by 18. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. There's a resemblance in Alperen Şengün's game. Coach Udoka said he's got a little bit of Joker in him. That's the first thing you'll see. Şengün acknowledged the comparison, adding our passing skills and touch under the rim is similar, but Joker is like monster level. I want to get to that level. Back to you guys.
He is on the rise. Thank you, Allie. Here's McCollum after Houston's three-pointer on the other end. Off with the layup. The Rockets have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Finney-Smith. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Ooh, poked away. And they're on the run. Here's Okogie. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
Boy, savvy play that time from Okogie. Drew the foul and still managed to get the shot free.
Josh Okogie taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Hawks have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. There's McCollum with the 3. And it falls. 4 for 8 for him from the floor.
They're defending the pick and roll. You have to stop the ball, especially when it's C.J. McCollum controlling it.
Here's Shepard. McCollum defends. 6 on the shot clock. Okogie, the pass to Şengün. Here's Finney-Smith. And the 3 off target.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Good ball movement here by Atlanta. McCollum taking his time here. The 3 from Rizachet. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
Yeah, that's what Rizachet is out here to do. He is first and foremost a three-point shooter. A good one at that.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Rockets making a change here. Durant's checked in. Jalen Johnson, he's checked in for Atlanta. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Finney-Smith passes to Okogie. Back to Finney-Smith. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Kuminga. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Trying to take what the defense allows, but he couldn't get it to go.
Şengün with a steal. Here's Okogie, defended by Kispert. Pass to Durant. Here's Okogie. He's got 5. Shot clock at 6. Inside. It's stolen by Johnson. Kispert outside. Outside Kuminga. Pass to McCollum. Clock at 6. Back to Kuminga. It's rebounded by Şengün. Houston leading by 19. On the wing, Durant. Risache covering. Here's Shepherd to snap the cold streak. And the layup is up and in. Shepherd's got 7 points.
Oh, when we talk about the future of Shepherd, scoring inside is very important to take his game to the next level.
Kispert outside. And he can't bank that one in. Houston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Outside Durant. Down low. Pass to Finney-Smith. There's the triple. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. Şengün's got 3 assists now in this one.
Finney-Smith doing what we've come to know he can do. Knock down that jumper with a smooth stroke.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Houston making some changes. Smith, he's checked in for Finney-Smith. Eason comes in for Okogie. And it's Thompson in for Shepherd. Atlanta also making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Kuminga. Dyson Daniels comes in for Risache. And it's Alexander Walker in for Kispert. Atlanta's gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Outside, Alexander Walker. Daniels outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. The shake. And here's Okongwu. Out to McCollum. Second chance shot. Nice D from Thompson.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Outside Eason. Back to Durant. Pass to Thompson. Houston working the ball around. Here's Eason. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. Alexander Walker, the pass to Johnson. To the middle. Şengün with a steal. To the paint. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. And there's Smith. That one's good on the assist from Durant.
Yeah, so smart to go to a shooter to finish the fast break. And coach has to like seeing Smith hustle to complete the play.
Daniels outside. To end the run. Connects. The jumper drops. Alexander Walker's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Pass to Thompson. And another basket for Houston. McCollum with it. He's got 10. Now here's Alexander Walker. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum. Alexander Walker's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he's leading the way, trying to get everybody else going now.
Floats one up, and Durant gets it to go.
What doesn't Kevin Durant do? He's showing us everything here.
Atlanta's gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Back to McCollum. Okongwu against Şengün. Okongwu, the pass to Alexander Walker. Daniels outside. There's the screen by Johnson. He shoots. Daniels misses.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now here's Durant. His last outing, he had 18 points. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Durant's got 20 points.
Durant taking every last second there to get off his shot. This guy's got a flair for the dramatic at times.
Back to McCollum from behind the arc. He's off on that one. Nice D from Thompson.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Durant, pass to Smith. Thompson outside. Outside Durant. The three, Smith drops in the three. Smith's got 9.
You know, Smith came into the league as a capable and confident shooter off the catch.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Shot to stop the run. Shot's good by McCollum. And that's 12 points for C.J. McCollum.
This is the kind of scoring punch that McCollum can provide. He gets it done at all 3 levels.
Timeout called. Houston. He's checked in for Alperen Şengün. And a change for the Hawks. Kuminga's checked in. Now Thompson. 26 points for him last game against the Lakers.
And also impressive, his work on the glass. He was tenacious and relentless.
1:33 left in the second period. On the wing, Daniels. Okongwu, a screen on Easton. Daniels passes to Alexander Walker. No good on the three.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Drills it from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Easton, good.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Now here's Alexander Walker. He's got 9. Driving to the basket, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And one move ahead of the defense, a solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Johnson a screen on Thompson. Right side, Alexander Walker. There's the screen by Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Daniels passes to Kuminga. Fires it. Oh, made it a tough look for him as the defense really pressed up on him. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Rockets on top, opening up a huge gap. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Coach Quinn Snyder with us now. And, Coach, a bit of a lull for this team scoring the ball. Why?
It had nothing to do with anything other than us being aggressive. We're like walking the ball up the court. Whoever's got it, we've got to attack.
At least effort is something you can control. Thank you, Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And, folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Welcome to halftime, and guys, so far the game has belonged to Kevin Durant.
Yeah, we've said it before. When KD's in rhythm, there's really no answer. He can shoot over anyone and from anywhere, Ernie.
Amazing what he's done in only one half of play here. All right, guys, let's swing it over and see what the fans have been posting. Here's a good one. Shaq Can't Dunk 32 wants to know, how do you guys deal with internet trolls?
Well, first of all, that's the most ridiculous name I've ever seen.
I thought it was pretty good, actually. I got a good chuckle.
Kenny, let me see your phone. Did you send that?
Jack, there's zero chance I'd ever let you touch my phone. No way.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
And Atlanta with possession here. And the Hawks looking at who they've got. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Daniels in at the three. Pass to Alexander-Walker. Outside Johnson. 6 to shoot. Here's Daniels, guarded by Durant. Nice D from Durant. Houston shooting 76%. You don't see this often. Smith passes to Thompson. Here's Şengün. Back to Thompson. Outside Easton. Houston working the ball around. Shoots it from the corner. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Smith. Smith's got 3 assists tonight.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now here's Alexander-Walker. Okongwu, a screen on Easton. From downtown. It's hauled in by Houston. Thompson's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Şengün. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got his 4th rebound in this one. You know, the more you watch Şengün, the more you wonder if he's just a guard in the body of a big man, Clark.
Well, that's a pretty astute observation, B.A., because his passing is elite. I mean, his vision, he sees a half a play to a play ahead. I mean, you can actually run offense through Şengün.
Now here's Thompson. Give him 8 points now. Back to Smith. Gets stolen by Johnson. To the inside. Here's Okongwu. Can't get it to drop. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith.
Oh, man, what happened at halftime? Since then, they're 0 for 4.
Durant with it. Now guarded by Daniels. Durant, the pass to Eason. Durant against Daniels. Back to Eason from the arc. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Durant's got 4 assists now tonight.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Now here's Daniels. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Eason inside, covered by Alexander Walker. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. Houston shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
Johnson at the line, shooting 1.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
McCollum, the pass to Okongwu. Outside Johnson. To win the cold spell. Sinks the tray. Johnson's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Yeah, Johnson will take advantage of a look from 3 every time.
Smith outside. Back to Thompson. Pass to Eason. And here's Durant. Durant draws the double. Smith passes to Thompson. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Now here's Daniels. Johnson passes to Alexander Walker. Now McCollum fires for 3. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
Off the pass, McCollum can be instantaneous. He doesn't think, he just shoots.
Now here's Durant. He's got 26. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. McCollum against Thompson. And he lobs it up. Thompson with a steal. Inside. Here's Smith. From down in the low post, it goes. Smith's got 13 now. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnover, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
Here's Daniels. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. Just 4 to shoot. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
Shingu. First personal foul. First team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Onyeka Okongwu. 1 shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Free throw no good for Okongwu. Houston has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Durant, the pass to Smith. McCollum against Thompson. Left side Durant. Houston needs to get off a shot. Pulls it. Thompson, no good. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. Eason with a steal. And he lays it in off the breakaway. Eason's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Changing ends quickly, scoring before the defense can set up. They've been doing it all game.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 15. Okongwu, a screen on Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson for 3. Outside, Alexander Walker. And Atlanta misses again. The Rockets have gone 6 for 9 in the half. Smith finds Durant. Thompson, a screen on Daniels. Here's Durant. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Durant's got 28.
Boy, that mid-range, Jay, from KD can put people to sleep, boy. Tough to guard him at all 3 levels.
Back to McCollum. Down low. Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
What he lacks in height, he certainly makes up for with his bounce.
Durant, pass to Şengün. Thompson outside. Releases. Rebounded by Johnson. Atlanta's gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Pass to Daniels. Puts up a 3. Drains the triple. Daniels has got 5 now.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Here's Durant. Şengün, a screen on Daniels. Durant, pass to Şengün. Now Smith, covered by Johnson. Stolen by Daniels. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Kevin Durant. Atlanta shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
For Atlanta, Daniels taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he drops the first, and it's a completely new group for the Rockets. Second free throw, no good. The Rockets have gotten 7 of their first 11 attempts to go in this half. Here's Shepherd. McCollum defends. Shepherd, that's good.
And not only can he burn you from deep, Shepherd is also skilled inside. Just great work there.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Daniels. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Johnson against Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They get the rebound. McCollum outside. Beyond the arc. Okogie pulls down the board. For Houston, they've gone 8 of 12 from the floor in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Green. The shot misses. Johnson with the defensive effort. Now here's Daniels. Launches a 3. The shot won't fall. Here's Okogie. It's stolen by Johnson. On the wing, Daniels. McCollum outside. Pass to Okongwu. To the middle. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
The combo guard skills of McCollum, not just a scorer, he's also a more than capable passer.
Here's Shepherd. McCollum defends. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Shepherd's got 4 points in the quarter.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 15. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Okogie. It's stolen.
2 minutes remaining in the 3rd. 2 minutes.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Not a lot of room. Up top, McCollum. He's marked by Finney-Smith.
Houston foul. Checker.
And the new group getting ready for the Hawks. Landale's checked in for Okongwu. Kuminga comes in for Daniels. Risachet, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Kispert is subbed in for C.J. McCollum. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Landale with a screen. Shot clock at 6. It's scooped up. Outside Kuminga. Johnson against Green. Johnson passes to Landale. Here's Kispert. It's hauled in by Houston. Capella's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Shepard, defended by Kispert. Pass to Okogie. Down low. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Capella's gotten his first basket of the night. Atlanta's gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Landale in the high post. Back to Kispert. Uses the glass on the layup.
Need to do more than that to keep him from getting the ball in the post.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
Here's Okogie. 5 points in the game. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Shepard, defended by Kispert. Pass to Okogie. Over Risachet. Risachet with some nice D. The Hawks shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Shot on the wing. No luck on that one. And so it's Houston showing no mercy and just piling it on. Looking dominant and focused right now. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be right back after this word. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Clint Capella. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Green. Then it's Shepard, and it's Okogie in at the 2. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Houston working the ball around. Here's Capella. The rebound by Atlanta. Pass to Kispert. You know, it seems like there's much more competition at the big man spot than there used to be.
I think a lot of that is due to the way players are developed now, particularly the big guys. They come in now expected to handle the ball and shoot, and they've watched a number of their predecessors do that in the last couple of decades. Teams now want to have 4 or more shooters on the floor to put great pressure on the opposing defense. So where there used to be 2 spots available for big guys, now they're fighting over 1 spot.
And Atlanta has possession after the basket by Houston. And it's Dorian Finney-Smith with the foul. That's his first foul. Holiday's checked in for Houston.
In for Houston, number 0, Aaron Holiday.
A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. McCollum outside, just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Shepard. Not enough on that one as it misses. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Screen by Capella. Outside Finney-Smith. Capella, screen on McCollum. Here's Shepard. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Landale. And it's Capella with the jam.
Well, I tell you what, Clint Capella does a really good job of playing with such energy and effort, particularly on the glass, and because of that, he can hurt you on the boards.
Now here's McCollum. All right, so let's say we give you a carte blanche, Clark. Make you Adam Silver for a day. What's one game rule you change?
You know, I kind of like what the WNBA does in regards to the reset timeout, BA. Allow you to advance the ball without huddling up like a normal timeout. And I really think it helps the end of the game move a little better.
Here's Shepard, up and over McCollum. Shepard, that's good.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's McCollum. And there's a pick. Here he goes. And McCollum slams it in.
Yeah, we know CJ's got a good shot, but he is at his best going to the rim.
To the inside. Here's Capella. An easy 2 on the layup. Capella's got 4 points in the quarter.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Here's Shepard. McCollum defends. And he jams it home with authority.
This is why Shepard is in this league, because of his ability to take over games with his scoring.
And so McCollum will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Outside Holiday. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Landale.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
McCollum on the wing. Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the corner threes. If the three-point line was only like above the break, teams would probably need to rely more on that mid-range.
Here's Shepard. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Shepard's got 10 points in just the second half.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
Now here's McCollum. Clock at 6. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And McCollum doesn't back down from anyone, including inside where he challenges defenders.
CJ McCollum taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
Yeah, now a veteran in the league, McCollum's combo guard style of play is valuable to this team.
A big group substitution here for Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in for Landale. Johnson comes in for Kuminga. Daniels is checked in for Risache. And it's Alexander Walker in for Kispert. And the second free throw is good. And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, BA, some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league.
Now here's Daniels. Johnson on the wing. He's marked by Finney-Smith. And there's McCollum on the assist by Johnson. McCollum's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, what a tricky shot. CJ, he's showing off now.
Here's Shepard. Outside Holiday. Finney-Smith is screen. Inside. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Really love how active Finney-Smith is. Exceptional job cutting to the right spot in the pick and rolls.
Outside Johnson. Back to McCollum. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Here's what the Houston Rockets have lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat. Then on Monday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago, going up against the Bulls.
And that game against the Grizzlies, anything can happen in the NBA, but they'll be a heavy favorite, and it would take a total meltdown for them to lose.
Green's checked in for the Rockets. Capella, screen on McCollum. To the paint. Out to the wing. And here's Shepard for 3. Rebounded by Daniels.
He managed to knock down 1 triple in the first half, but nothing since then.
Pass to McCollum. And even as the league works for parity, there will always be those teams that are rebuilding. What are the keys to accelerating that process, Clark?
Well, there are a number of factors, B.A. I think you start with leadership and talent acquisition. I mean, those are 2 major components to this building a team and being successful. You've got to have talent. And then I think you've got to have a commitment to staying the course. Consistency really matters when you get leadership and talent in place.
Now, here's Green. Here's Okogie over Daniels. Houston with another miss. Outside Johnson. Outside Alexander Walker. Pass to Okongwu. The kick out to Johnson. Back to Okongwu. Shoots over Capella. Okongwu, no good. Houston with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's Okogie. Green in the post. Here's Finney-Smith. And that comes off the assist by Green. Finney-Smith's got 5 points now this quarter.
Nice work by Finney-Smith, setting himself up in the corner. Mark that one up. Boom.
Back to McCollum. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Alexander Walker. Drops in the layup for 2.
You know, he's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
Here's Shepard. McCollum defends. And here's Finney-Smith. Pass to Capella. Here's Shepard. Up and over McCollum. And it's Shepard missing. And it's Daniels with the ball for the Hawks. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Out left to the wing. Here's Okongwu. Doesn't go that time. Excellent D there from Capella. Outside, Green. Pass to Shepard. And here's Capella, guarded by Okongwu. Here's Okogie. Nice D from Alexander Walker.
Even though he hasn't found his groove tonight, his teammates are picking him up.
Daniels passes to Johnson. Shoots over Capella. The shot by Johnson, no good. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Shepard. Well, Clark, you were a bit of a trendsetter with this, but it seems the stretch 4 is here to stay in the NBA.
Well, the combination of size and touch, something I took pride in as a player. I was versatile. And back then, I mean, a guy 6'8" that was able to play inside and out wasn't as common as it is now. Teams want a lot of floor spacing, and they want as many players out there that can space the floor, including the big guy. So 4 out is now a standard practice of how the game is played.
And so it's Atlanta with it after Houston's three-pointer on the other end. Pass to McCollum. And here's Alexander Walker. Picked up by Okongwu. Lets it go from deep. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Shepard. Down low. It's off his foot. And the ref saying he kicked it. And the Rockets making a change here. Holiday is checked in.
Holiday.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Stolen by Daniels.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Rockets.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
After coming away with this W, this will give them 42 wins on the year.
And give this team credit. So difficult to sweep a team in the NBA, but they won both meetings this season against Atlanta.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Kevin Durant.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Shepard, he's checked in for Okogie. A free throw off from Capella.
Clint Capella is a guy who's a defensive anchor and takes quality shots, and because of that, he plays his role to perfection.
Daniels outside. Outside, Alexander Walker. 5 on the clock. Here's McCollum. Pass to Okongwu. Stolen by Capella. Here's Shepard. Outside, Finney-Smith. Kept alive. It's good on the putback.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And when Johnson gets an opening, no question he's looking to power it down.
Here's Shepard. And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
62.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Coming out here tonight and showing your support for your team.
KD, you were able to clamp down defensively as the game wore on. What was the key there?
Well, we stayed patient. We could touch the shots. They hit some tough ones early on. And I think in the pick and roll, we made a solid adjustment. And we turned that around. Coach made a great adjustment, and we was able to get rebounds and go.
The patience was so important. It paid off. Thanks, KD.
Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Kevin Durant.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
I think now is when we really see the value of depth as teams prepare for the playoffs.
It always helps when you can spread out your minutes, prevent stars from being overworked, and diminish the risk of injury.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. McCollum is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Daniels in at the 3. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Man, that was impressive. Johnson can flat out fly.
Here's Eason. It's Şengün, top of the key. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Now Thompson. Clock at 6. For the 3. Atlanta with the rebound. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Hey, the crowd noise can make it hard to execute your offense on the road, but they did a great job playing their game.
Alexander-Walker with the ball. He's covered by Eason. Okongwu's shot is good.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Stolen by McCollum. Down low. Johnson against Eason. Daniels passes to Okongwu. To the middle. Kicks it out to McCollum. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Shot clock at 3. From the corner.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
You know, Jim, throughout his career, C.J. McCollum has been the model of consistency.
Well, you can count on him to get you 20 with efficient shooting, Kevin. We've seen it now for over a decade. And I love his calm, steady demeanor. It stabilizes his team.
Here is Daniels. Following the basket by Jabari Smith. Back to McCollum. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Thompson. Smith in the post. He's guarded by Johnson. Şengün with the ball. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Lakers. To the paint. Here's Durant. Up and in from the low block.
And we're so used to seeing KD light it up from outside. Found great positioning and then delivers.
McCollum kicks to Daniels. Okongwu a screen. Here's Alexander-Walker. Pass to Okongwu. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good.
Now Şengün. Back to Thompson. And he drops it in from the low post.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Daniels kicks to Johnson. Pass to Alexander-Walker. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. It's McCollum on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Pulls it up. McCollum, no good.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Johnson against Smith. Thompson right side. Inside. Şengün, and he hits it to tie the game up.
A true monster in the paint, and just under 7 feet. It can be so easy for Şengün to find those baskets.
Here's Alexander Walker. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable. Back to McCollum. Alexander Walker finds McCollum. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Well, they say film doesn't lie, and you could just imagine these guys watching this film. It's going to be an ugly sight for sure.
The Hawks have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Alexander Walker passes to Okongwu. McCollum outside. To stop the drought. Again, McCollum missing.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Now here's Durant. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Lakers.
And don't forget about his work on the boards. He was doing the dirty work as well.
No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And up there for Johnson. It's stolen by Eason. Smith surveying the D. McCollum against Thompson. Şengün with the screen for Thompson. Durant in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Over Daniels. Durant gets the bucket. And the Rockets lead by 2.
And that bucket by KD is why he is so lethal. Durant can straight up save possession.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Rockets, they're trying to get in the playoffs here. If they stay the course, they will.
And you know, for Houston, they haven't been the dominant force lately that we've kind of come to expect. They're still going to be a factor, though, in the postseason.
Here's Alexander Walker. Nothing on the board. Johnson dishes to McCollum. 6 to shoot. Over Thompson. Atlanta again missing.
He is just struggling right now to find his way and trying to regain his confidence.
And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Now here's McCollum, following the miss by Jabari Smith. McCollum feeling it out a bit. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Atlanta again missing. On offense, here are the Rockets. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Durant, it's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And the handles from Durant are downright filthy, using him to cut up the defense there with ease.
Alexander Walker with the ball. He's covered by Eason. And it's Okongwu slamming it down.
He powers through. Size and skill. That is a tough tandem to contend with.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Here's KD. He's got 6. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So the Rockets end up going with a whole new group. Atlanta making some changes.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Capella. Pass to Shepard. Now here's Green, defended by Kuminga. And Green with the basket on the assist from Shepard. And the Rockets lead by 4. For Atlanta, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. And here is Kuminga. It's stolen by Green. Now Shepard. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers. Pass to Finney-Smith. Capella with a screen on Kuminga. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Kispert. T right on him. Now Vincent. Here's the screen. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And last season, Tim, Paul Millsap retired. He was an all-star in each of his 4 years in Atlanta.
Well, he helped guide the Hawks to the Eastern Conference Finals back in 2015. That team overachieved through chemistry, and this group hopes to do the same thing.
No good on that one. And GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of the starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
He hits the second from the line. And, Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future, and they've already shown they can make a major impact.
Shepard with the ball, defended by Vincent. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Kuminga. The Hawks trail by 3. And here is Kispert. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas. There's a screen. And it's Ricochet missing. And here's Houston. They're on a 14-5 run. Pass to Green. Landale grabs the miss.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
Fader on the way, and he makes that one.
Well, that's a nice mid-range jumper there by Kuminga, understanding the opportunity was there.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the lean, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Şengün's checked in for Houston. And a change for the Hawks. McCollum's checked in. Now here's McCollum. He had a big outing in that Mavericks game as well. To the inside. Here's Landale. Capella covering. To the right side. Here's Ricochet. Atlanta again missing.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Pass to Shepard. To the paint. And he makes good on the layup. And the Rockets lead by 3.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Now here's McCollum. Defense right on him. Outside, Kuminga. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
That one drops. He ties it up. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Shepard. He's guarded by McCollum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Crafty work there by Shepard to draw the whistle while in the act of shooting.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
That free throw good from Shepard.
You really like the intensity and focus Shepard brings to both ends of the floor.
And so he hits both. The Hawks have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Now here's McCollum. He has yet to score. With 1 on the clock. And he was able to put it up in time, but it doesn't fall. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Houston on top. They're up by 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
They clearly wanted to be the more physical team, and they are setting the tone that way. I love the work.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got Rizachet, Jonathan Kuminga out there with Jock Landale. Then there's C.J. McCollum, and it's Kispert in at the 2 spot. Here's McCollum. Pass to Kuminga. Now Kispert. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Kuminga. Now Landale. Shengun covering. Landale misses.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Here's Shepard, guarded by Rizachet. Finney Smith with it. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Shepard. Off target from outside. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. So we've seen the NBA, Tim, embrace analytics more and more over time. That's something you caught on to early in your career.
Well, there is no doubt, Kevin, that they're starting to go more to the analytics. The eye test is really important when you look at just what makes good basketball. But the numbers sometimes can tell you things you didn't even realize as a coaching staff.
As a broadcaster, what numbers do you look at normally right off the top? What things are telltales for you?
One thing that I really look at as opposed to individual plus-minus, give me that group of 5 plus-minus. That way I know which units are really getting it done together.
Oh, I love that. Now, Finney Smith following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. Şengün with the screen for Shepard. And it's off from three-point range. Hawks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Reza Shea finds Kispert. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Kispert setting the pick for McCollum. Over Shepard. McCollum no good. Houston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Down low. Here's Capella. Rebound by the Hawks. To the middle. Here's Kuminga. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Rockets have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Pass to Shepard. Stolen by McCollum. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. It's stolen by Shepard. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Poked away. Stolen by McCollum. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. And Kuminga throws it down.
Yeah, you can throw that lob wherever you want to. Kuminga's going to rise to the occasion and get his hands on it.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, I just don't think right now they're doing a good enough job of hunting the right mismatches.
Make some noise for your
Durant checked in for Houston. Then for the Hawks, Johnson, he's checked in for Jock Landale. And Hield subbed in for Kispert. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Shepard. And here is KD. Guarded by Reza Shea. Takes a step back. Can they get it? In close. Durant gets the bucket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And now that we are witnessing the tail end of Kevin Durant's illustrious career, Tim, talk about his legacy.
Well, Kevin, without question, this is one of the all-time greats, arguably the most effortless scorer the game has ever seen. Quite simply, he is one of one.
A three-pointer is right on target. Reza Shea's got his second bucket tonight.
A true highlight of Reza Shea's game, his ability to just knock it down from beyond.
Durant feeling it out a bit. Five to shoot. Pass to Shepard. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Shepard's got the game tied up here for the Rockets.
Extending out that range. Reed Shepard, this youngster can shoot.
Johnson sets the screen for McCollum, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Jabari Smith comes in for Josh Okogie. And Thompson in for Shepard. Thompson with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Thompson against McCollum. Pass to Finney-Smith. Houston needs to get a shot. And it's Smith missing. The Hawks have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Daniels finds Alexander Walker. Now, here's Johnson over Smith. And the shot is long. Here's Finney-Smith. He's covered by Daniels. Johnson against Smith. Durant up top. He's got 8. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Now Okongwu. He can't get it to go. Inside, here's Smith, and it's slammed in by Smith.
And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
The Hawks trail by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
McCollum kicks to Johnson. Okongwu with a screen on Smith. To the paint, and stolen by Şengün. Thompson surveying the floor. Outside, KD. And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That's his first foul. Houston making a switch. Eason's checked in. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Kuminga's checked in. Pass to Eason. Down low. Here's Şengün. The 10-footer finds the target. Şengün's got the lead up to 6 now for Houston.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Alexander Walker with the ball. He's covered by Thompson. Okongwu a screen to stop the run. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Thompson.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the lead.
Atlanta shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Free throw drops for Alexander Walker. Tim, when you think of the players, which players come to mind as setting the bar for a high basketball IQ?
LeBron James certainly at the top of the list. Nikola Jokic, I would put Luka Doncic in that category as well. IQ means you have the ability to understand defenses and where your 4 teammates are at all times.
And for some it's natural, and for some they probably got to work at it, correct?
You got to work on it, but I think it's critical if you really want to separate yourself from the rest of the pack.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here is Durant. 10 points for him. Tough 2 from Durant.
Well, taking the hit there, Durant, so hard to stop.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and look at the NBA's best rebounding teams for this last month. The Hawks second.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
The Hawks trail by 6. Outside Daniels. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Atlanta. Right now, the 6th best record in the conference, looking to hold on to playoff position and finish the regular season strong.
And if you look at the Hawks right now,
they're in good position, firmly in the playoff picture. They don't have to worry about the play-in scenario at this point, and that's how they want to keep it.
Kuminga against Durant. Thompson right side. Lock at 6. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Chance now to take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for Alperen Şengün.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
The Hawks trail by 6. Now, Alexander Walker. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Pass to Okongwu. Count that one. Okongwu's now got 10 points in the game.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
KD on the wing. Defended by Kuminga. KD against Kuminga. Left side Durant. Thompson outside. Tries yet again. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, guys. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. 0.5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Now, here's Kuminga. He's coming off a 16-point game against Dallas. Kuminga, screen on Thompson. And Kuminga throws it down.
That's a solid screen by Kuminga and an even better finish.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. They beat the Hawks during their last encounter in Atlanta.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
Well, that's got to be an area of concern in this one. If they are able to dominate the boards again, it could be a repeat of the last week.
And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
That's good from Durant.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Capella. Good on both.
And having a big man like him who's efficient from the line used to be a luxury, but it's becoming more and more common.
1:19 left in the second quarter. Stolen by Durant. To the inside. Here's Eason. Misses off the right iron. The Hawks trail by 4. To the middle. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Kuminga. Okongwu with a screen on KD. It's stolen by Smith. 44 seconds left to play here in the half. Now, Finney-Smith. Outside, KD. pass to Smith. Rebound, Atlanta. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Alexander Walker. There's 18 seconds left in the first half. Back to Johnson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Jabari Smith picks one up.
And what Jalen Johnson brings to the floor is energy and unselfishness. He works hard out there every single night, and he's all about team.
And that one falls for Johnson.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws.
And both free throws good for Johnson.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Outside, KD. 1 second left, and the layup is good. Durant's got 10 points now just in this quarter. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Houston Rockets. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
I'm here with Coach Ime Udoka. And, Coach, what are some of the positives that you can take away from that first half?
Our physicality has been good to start. Obviously, a point of emphasis is keeping them under control in transition. We like how we're guarding defensively. Obviously, it is big against this team.
Great start. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
Welcome to halftime, and guys, so far the game has belonged to Kevin Durant.
He's in the mood offensively, carving up the defense like Kenny carves up that tofurkey on Thanksgiving.
Tofurkey.
Yeah, that's like tofu and turkey mixed together. I can't lie, I get into that.
And now, as the season winds down, a look at the Western Conference picture.
Taking a look here at the Rockets, they haven't quite looked like themselves lately. The question is, how do they get back to the top? How do they recapture that magic? I think it starts with raising the intensity level. Become more aggressive, night after night, fight after fight. Aggressive is right.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Rockets leading by 4. We'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Torrey Easton is out there with Amen Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
And what I love about Şengün, he's not looking to jack up threes. He prefer to bang you down low.
And it's McCollum in the corner. Hits the three-point line. McCollum's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Daniels against KD. 6 to shoot. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get 2 there.
Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Alexander Walker. McCollum outside. And no good. Good D by Thompson.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
Oh, that's too easy for KD. You just can't let him get a look from the corner.
And here's Daniels after the three-pointer from KD. Pass to Alexander Walker. Up top, Eason. Defended by Alexander Walker. And here's Thompson. Offline with the baseline jumper. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Hawks. 6-point game. Okongwu with the screen for Johnson. It's taken away by Smith. There's the 3. And another 3 for Houston.
Good instincts from Smith there, hitting his mark and just going for it.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Outside Daniel. Here's Okongwu. And stolen by Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And legs from going undrafted to becoming a three-point contest champion, you had to fight for your place in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, that's an understatement. Yes, undrafted in '88. I played in just about every league imaginable, including a year in France. Had a bunch of 10-day contracts early on, but I didn't get my first full-time NBA contract until 1993 with the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, your perseverance and tenacity definitely paid off.
Certainly didn't take no for an answer, I can tell you that.
Okongwu against Şengün. Daniels passes to McCollum. Shot clock at 6. To the paint, stolen by Durant. Johnson against Smith. Pass to Durant. The powerful flush by Durant.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, you have to love the execution, and you have to love the relentlessness.
Alexander Walker finds McCollum, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, that's the kind of play that can earn you a spot on the bench.
Rockets on offense. They're on a 12-3 run. Contact will not stop Durant.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Johnson outside. Back to McCollum. Outside Daniel. Alexander Walker with the ball. Johnson the screen. Shot clock at 5. It's stolen by Smith. Pass to Eason. KD on the wing. To the inside. And stolen by Okongwu. Down low. Kicks it out to McCollum. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Alexander Walker. Back to McCollum. Over Thompson. Backs down the step back Jay. McCollum's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, it almost looks like McCollum doesn't even see the defense in front of him.
Back to KD. Over Daniels. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got his 4th rebound in this one. Okongwu is now starting, Tim, and coming off the bench his first handful of seasons, I think got him ready for this role he's in right now.
He has been a good defender from day one, but his offensive game now starting to show some growth. He's stretching his shooting range, and he is showing you some growth as a playmaker as well.
And how about the reach of Durant? A terrific job of having that on display defensively.
Here's Houston now. They're on a 14-5 run here. And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That's foul number 2 for him. Tim, the NBA is always changing, but any predictions for the league that you kind of feel we're going to see around the corner?
Yeah, Kevin, I just think the influx and the impact of international players is going to be even stronger going forward. I think a lot of guys have seen the success that those players have had in the NBA, and hopefully it inspires even more great players internationally to want to play this great game.
And for a short time, you played overseas. You saw a lot of them firsthand.
I sure did, and I was in France well before the French influx really hit this league, but I knew then that was the goal.
Now McCollum after the missed 3 from KD. McCollum against Thompson. Again, McCollum missing. Houston leading by 13. Pass to Smith. Here's Eason. Defended by Alexander Walker. KD against Daniels. Top of the key. C.J. McCollum with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 13. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Back to Johnson. Pass to Alexander Walker. It's tipped. McCollum with the ball. Now defended by Şengün. And the basket by McCollum.
Oh, that's the definition of versatility right there. C.J. McCollum can score from anywhere on the floor.
Inside. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Oh, he sledgehammered it in.
Climb that ladder. And Johnson giving these fans a show.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. And here's Thompson. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Thompson, a screen on Daniel. Lock at 6. Here's KD, and he uses the glass on the layup. Durant's got 9 points now in just the second half.
There is no limit to what KD can do scoring the basketball.
Johnson outside. And here's McCollum for 3. Eason grabs the board. Here's Houston now. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Durant. Good! Kevin Durant is too much!
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Houston with a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jabari Smith. Okogie's checked in for Tari Eason. And Shepard subbed in for Amen Thompson. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Jock Landale's checked in for Okongwu. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Daniel. Reza Shea, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Kispert subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Now, here's Kispert. He's covered closely. Not going to go that time. To the paint. Here's Shepard. That's in, coming off the assist from Katie. Shepard's got 7 points in the game.
From what I've seen, Shepard would rather shoot from distance, but he trusted himself inside that time.
Now, here's Kispert. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Johnson outside. Kispert finds Reza Shea. Atlanta again missing. Rockets leading by 15. Now Shepard. He's got 7. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Here's what the Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Monday, they'll face off against John Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And for their matchup with Detroit, you know they're going to want to make a statement in that contest. Taking down the top team in the East would definitely turn some heads.
That's good from Capella.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot-blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
The Rockets making a switch here. Green's checked in, and the Hawks making a change here as well. Vincent's checked in for Jalen Johnson. All free throws good from Capella. The Hawks trail by 17. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Outside, Kuminga. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Okogie, the pass to Shepard. To the inside. Here's Green. And Green slams it in.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Here's Vincent.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Outside Kuminga. That one goes in. Kuminga's got 8 points.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
Shepard, the pass to Finney-Smith. 1:39 left in the third quarter. Houston moving it around. Green taking his time here. Shoots over Kuminga. Green, no luck. The Hawks trail by 17. Pass to Reza Shea. Vincent with it. Now here's Kuminga. Over Green. Kuminga, no good. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Now Shepard. Pass to Okogie. Here he goes. Over Vincent. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Rockets lead by 19.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Reza Shea. He's got 5. Back to Vincent. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Here's Shepard, defended by Vincent. Now Shepard, he has 7. Right wing, Okogie for 3, traps in the tray. Okogie's got 5 now.
There you go again, a nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
And so it's the Houston Rockets with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Jock Landale. Then it's Corey Kispert. Then there's Rizachet, and it's McCollum in at the 1 spot. Kuminga finds McCollum.
And since halftime, he just doesn't have a clue when it comes to shooting.
A three-pointer, no good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now, here's Capella. Shoots over Landale. And it's Capella missing. Here's Rizachet. Finney Smith defending. Pass to Kispert. Here's Rizachet. Kispert setting the pick for Rizachet. Shot, high post. Rebound by Okogie. Rockets leading by 19 points. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Here's Capella, and it's good, 2 points.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Now here's McCollum. Tight defense on him. Pass to Rizachet. McCollum outside. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. He takes it up and lays it in. McCollum's got 9 points now in just the second half. Rocket shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Here's Okogie, defended by Kispert. Now Şengün. Capella kicks to Şengün. Here's Shepard. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Kispert, the pass to Kuminga. Now McCollum. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Throw good, McCollum.
Your classic combo guard. C.J. McCollum can play off the ball as a shooting guard, but also can run the point at times. A valuable piece for this team.
Durant's checked in for the Rockets. Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. Buddy Hield comes in for Kispert. No good on the second free throw.
And one of the things about C.J. McCollum, it's not just about his numbers. It's also about how good of a teammate he is. It's really a great example for younger players.
Now here's Durant. Back to Şengün. Here's Finney Smith. Misses the 3. The Hawks trail by 21. Pass to Hield. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Durant. Here's the break. And taken away by Johnson. In the corner, it's Healed. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Outside, KD. Now, here's Capella. He's guarded by McCollum, and the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism for a big man? Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Pass to Heal. Johnson outside. Now Reza Shea. Lobbed up there for Johnson. And there's another turnover by Atlanta.
Oh, those kinds of unforced mistakes will drive any coach nuts.
Aaron Holiday is checked in for Josh Okogie. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Finney Smith with it. He's picked up by Reza Shea. Capella dishes to Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Crossed up the D perfectly. And it's 29 points for Kevin Durant.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Healed with a screen on Holiday. Here's McCollum. Count it, good. McCollum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And after being shut out in the first half, he is starting to come to life.
Holiday, the pass to Durant. Holiday, a screen on Heel. Pass to Finney Smith. And here is Şengün. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Şengün. KD's got 31.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Out to the right wing. Reza Shea with it. Working on Finney Smith. McCollum outside. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Houston.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Capella. No good that time. Johnson with some nice D. The Hawks have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Holiday against McCollum. Launches a three. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And here is KD. Screen by Şengün. The kick out to Holiday. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. Şengün's got 4 assists in the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
McCollum against Holiday. Now here's McCollum. He's guarded closely. Healed from outside. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Tries the spin move. Durant gets the bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pass to Reza Shea. Kuminga against Şengün. Kuminga dishes to McCollum. To end the drought. And it's Durant with the rebound. KD's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Finney Smith up and in on the way. Finney Smith's got his first points of the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
McCollum against Holiday. McCollum outside. Over Holiday. The Hawks again can't hit.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Şengün passes to KD. Holiday sets the pick for KD. And GA, just when you think you've seen it all, past season of father and son playing as teammates, NBA history continues to be made with the Jamesons.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
Now Kevin Durant, after the missed three from Buddy Hield, it's stolen by Johnson. Şengün against Hield, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And very quietly, Hield is one of the best three-point shooters in our league, as dangerous as they come.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
Well, and how about the damage they've done attacking the basket? The defense has had no answers for how to slow them down in that area. I love the aggressiveness.
Houston making some changes. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Şengün. Okogie comes in for Kevin Durant. And Shepard subbed in for Aaron Holiday. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Kuminga. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Zachary Rizachet. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And here are the Rockets now. They're on an 18-7 run. Here's Shepard. He's guarded by McCollum. Shepard with the ball. To the middle. Green inside. Johnson on him. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. You know, Tim, some people love the star power of dynasties, but do you think the league's push for parity is helping the game overall?
Overall, I do believe competitive balance is good for the league. I think there are more fan bases that stay more engaged longer into the year, and that's just good for everybody.
I totally agree. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Pass to Alexander-Walker. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
And, you know, if you look at Daniels' numbers, he's done a great job improving those assist totals.
Here's Shepard. He's guarded by McCollum. Shepard, the pass to Okogie. Here's Shepard. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Green. A 3-ball. Rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got 6 rebounds now in the game.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Shepard. He's guarded by Johnson. And Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
McCollum outside. Pass to Alexander-Walker. Down low. And then Johnson with the jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Shepard with the ball. He's guarded by McCollum. Now here's Capella. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
Aggressive move by Capella. His length and athleticism, it's tough to handle when he gets the ball that deep.
That free throw, no good. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion. As those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices, the pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Rockets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for KD.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Third personal foul, second team foul. At the line for your Rockets, Clint Capella. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And Tim, breaking down Jalen Johnson's game, what jumps out to you?
Well, Kevin, I think it's his versatility. He can really do everything out there. And when you combine it with his size and athleticism, he's got star written all over him. I really like when Johnson is finding his own offense like this, particularly when he's that close to the basket.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Now here's McCollum. Now Alexander Walker. That shot missing.
Well, that's an excellent contest, and then he finished the play with a tough rebound.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that about wraps it up. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Kevin Durant.